Hi and good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to my kitchen. So, have I got an interesting thing for you? Okay, so remember how we talked the other day that, of course, the greenhouse setup was going to evolve because it was going to have to. I mean, you can have your germination light set up, but I mean, obviously, that's not going to get you growing. It's just going to get you started, right? So, I decided today that we would talk a little bit about the differences in between germination light and what you would need for actually growing your own produce. So I actually got a little adventurous, and I mean, you all know from previous videos that I've actually started quite a selection. But I wanted some cauliflower and some parsley. So I'm germinating some seeds, and that of course go on my top shelf, which is the germination shelf. And these are actually, and I just want to show everybody. Now, if you're finding that with your greenhouse, you're not necessarily able to recycle as much of the trays that you would need for growing in that, I recommend the Dollar Tree. Wherever you are. I go to my local one here in Winnipeg in the St. Vital section, and I have to say they are fantastic, okay? Not only can you get, and they come in packs of 3, and they're $1.75, but you can also get an array of planters for $1.75. And the size doesn't matter as long as they're not differently marked, then it is $1.75. So I'm going to turn you around. I'm going to show you the fantastic change in this setup. And then I'll show you some of the planters that I got from the Dollar Tree. All right. So we're going to go ahead around here. So now you can see, okay, there is 4 brand new lights in this setup, which come with the interior setup of a greenhouse. Okay, so if you're wanting to know specifically, like, when I'm talking about a setup, what do I mean? Well, obviously, I don't mean all the vegetables or all the containers, because that is definitely extra. But I mean the shelving unit itself, the germination light for the center, although mine is a repurposed one. The ones that, of course, go to my clients and customers are obviously new, and they're put in the center of there and used that way. And then, of course, the lights that go in the bottom come in sets of 4. So you can get a set of 4 to start off with. Now, if you wanted a set of 6, you could also request that. And it would give you actually then the ability to take your shelving unit apart and then expand your greenhouse that way. So actually your interior unit is an expandable unit as well. So it actually does many little tricks. It's like a cute little transformer that grows amazing vegetables. So as you can see down here, we have cute little peas, and we have watermelon started, and then we have my cute little beet buddies here, and I'm sure you've all seen those before. And these guys over here are the starting of my carrots. And then we have some lettuce. Or no, that's not lettuce. What is this one? Hang on. Sorry, green peppers. So that's the green peppers. And then we come up here and we have radishes. And we have the lettuce here. And then here again at the top of the unit is your germination station. So this setup allows you in all-in-one from start to bottom to be able to germinate your seeds, get them started in little planters, and then carry them down and get them going into some bigger pots if needed. Depending on what you're growing would depend on the size you would need. I got these today as well at the Dollar Tree. And again, $1.75. They are really nice and big, and I got them for either bell peppers or tomatoes. I also got these elongated planters here, which are fantastic. So you can do peas, beans, strawberries, anything like that. I'm probably going to throw some lettuce or some spinach or maybe even some parsley in one of those. And then, of course, the bottom shelf is my storage shelf. And it's got all the little extra knickknacks that I might need to support and keep my overall greenhouse setup going. So there you are, and there you have it. That is the start of the actual full-on setup. Now, as you can tell in here, it would be really, really bright if I had those lights continuously going, because I mean, you do have to have them on for like 12 hours a day. A lot of your plants require, full-on sun. So you don't want to deprive them of that so that they can grow up big and strong. And I'm really actually excited about the crop that I've got going so far, because they are just fantastic. They're just grow, grow, grow. So with that in mind, I would definitely say that, like myself, with these setups, I do have coverings that go across the front, and then they're easy to just fold up and push back. And I haven't installed mine yet, and that'll probably be the next thing I show you with this setup, is how to install and put on your covering so that your cute little greenhouse can remain not so fluorescent in your home area. And that's sort of one of the challenges here that we found pretty quick, actually. It didn't take us long to figure that one out. Yeah, that it gets a little bright and you're definitely going to want to cover it. So we went ahead and did that. So yeah, that is the setup and the real start of this. So stay tuned as we keep going and keep growing, and you'll get to see how we just develop and go along and join in. And if you are gardening yourself and you just want to follow along, and maybe perhaps if you didn't know something, or you wanted to pick up tips, or you wanted to drop some tips, I'm sure all my gardening friends out there would also appreciate that as well. And until next time, thank you so much, everybody, and peace.